It's 9:29 a.m. That's called amplification, first of all. That is a demonstration of demon possession that's legally relevant upon group stalking by the state that's engaging in the elements of monitoring, audible activity, relevant positioning, and they're stalking using emergency vehicles. They're doing so under that which is not the sun. Those are indeed demons. That is indeed evidence of stalking. It is criminal facilitation that is done in concert with the demons who are the people of the state. In addition to amplified sirens, while group stalking amongst the people of the state who are also going to be prosecuted for state surveillance, the sex offender are the people of the state, which is what I've been documenting. Review the document that is describing the sexual violence by the state that you hear group stalking utilizing sirens. Remember, the demonic activity occurs in the specific environment amongst the elements of monitoring while demons practice surveillance, and it is of a satanic nature. And so you're listening to the government participate in demonic activity, and they're doing so. That's how I'm able to capture video for you to look at the duration of time. This is expanded 11 hours. Where that which is not possibly the sun, but you're looking at that light source that appears as the sun. This is the demonic environment where demons are stalking, masquerading as police, fire departments, and ambulances when they're engaging in very malicious state surveillance, and they're demon possessed while doing so. The sex offenders are also engaging in what is traffic that's creating vibration, sort of sensational activity inside of the hotel, which is impossible sensational activity. This is how you understand demons are targeting you. The entity also doing the same thing when the demons are pacing in traffic, and the amplified heightened volume of such traveling in vehicles is amplified in volume. And that's how you know that demons are targeting you. And it's also that which is occurring while my legs are open, while my genitalia is exposed. And demons know exactly what you're doing as you're doing it while they're keeping you under surveillance. This is the state stalking system. Okay, so you're looking at, first of all, the targeted environment where the demons know exactly what you're doing as you're doing it under a fake sun that's over this hotel, as I've shown through the windows of this hotel from 8:24 in the morning until 7:02 in the evening. That's not the sun. That's a demon-possessed entity. That's a sex offender that engages in the demonic features of that system. The targeted, amplified, audible activity, it's targeted not only because it's an impossible occurrence, it also is targeted because sex offenders who you just hear engaging in demonic activity occurring through the method of use of sirens and emergency lights on the vehicles under a fake sun and amongst engineered light. Those are all acts of a phenomenon. Those demons are stalking using emergency vehicles. The same conduct is revealing what are sex offenders that are amplifying audible activity into the depths of a fourth floor hotel room, into the depths of the bathroom inside of that fourth floor hotel room, which is the equally impossible conduct, audible activity that's reaching into the depths of a hotel room, which is as targeted as the fake sun for 12 plus hours. It is as targeted as the engineered light. There's no light that's beaming off of your vehicle, creating flashing light on my bedroom wall, on the ceiling, on the hotel wall, in the hallways. Those are the methods of demons who are violent sex offenders who engage in that same targeted conduct utilizing amplified audible activity. So sex offenders with knowledge that your genitalia is exposed will engage in that moment creating amplified audible activity to sexually offend and violate, which sex offenders, that's what group stalkers are. They're violent sex offenders. And Alan San Victoris is going to be prosecuted as the sex offender, the demon-possessed terrorist that he is, because this is a statewide system. While the people of the state are engaging in surveillance in concert and on behalf of that entire terrorist organization, the Monrovia Police Department, this is a covert terrorist organization, and they engage and employ in our group stalking pursuant to the same exact sexually violent and demonic pattern of conduct. At what is currently 9:33 a.m., there is a light source that is not the sun that is speaking to the demon possession of a sexually violent entity that's targeting inside of a hotel room, which is also the ongoing engagement in a sex offense by the state. It will be prosecuted with regard to the individualization of that criminal act, which is sexually violent, draining the pockets of what is TOWNEPLACE Suites by Marriott. While this is the people of the state criminally and maliciously misusing a business while keeping demons in hotel rooms that are engaging in sexual violence together with that entity that's engaging in surveillance, while the ongoing phenomenons remain the fake sun, the directed light, all of which is captured on video, and then the amplification. So I'm documenting specifically the sexual violence that TownePlace Suites by Marriott is engaged in, and the entire entity that includes the state that you just heard engaging in demonic activity, not a legitimate emergency. That is the malice with which the state of California practices sacrificing an American citizen, whom they are targeting through demonic methods of group stalking. They are under the same exact fake sun. That is the same exact amplification. It is the same exact relevant positioning. And they do so also with real-time knowledge that is calculated maintenance of the elements of monitoring while on the internet and via communication devices, which is in violation of Title 18, 22618 subsections 1 and 2. This sexual violence, I am speaking to what the entity is doing on an ongoing basis. This is the pattern of conduct. Group stalking will be prosecuted as the sexual violence that it is. The government and businesses, down to the people of the state by individual names, will be prosecuted. Those under the age of majority, they engage in group stalking, they're engaging in sexual violence, and that will be a sex offense on their criminal record. And it will follow them above the age of majority. This is what the entity is doing. That's what the entity is going to be convicted of. So I just want to document that, and that is expounded upon in a document that is uploaded today, July 28, 2024, and it's referred to as the perpetual sex offender. That's what the state of California is. That's what the people of the state are while they are together practicing federal group stalking and monitoring. It is again 9:36 a.m. This is P.O.C.